The work with campus ministry is really one of the most important ministries in the church, just because these are our young people that are getting ready to go out into the world and to really make a difference, and they want to make a difference. When we can form them the right way, connect them with the Lord, and now they're not just inspired, but they're inspiring others.
Christ is raising up saints in the church right now in Fort Collins, Colorado. Christ is raising up students that don't want to sit, they want to go, and they want to bring the truth and the love of Jesus Christ to the campus. We desire to be a place that they receive, that in receiving they may then go and preach the gospel.
We have been married for 38 years. We wanted to have a very, very strong Christian Catholic family.
And I wanted them to be successful, and that was certainly part of our wish and dream for our children.
One of the scariest things I think about sending your child off to college is, do they have that solid foundation that's going to allow them to say, I need to make good choices and I need to be true to the values that I was raised with and the love of Christ that I have in my heart.
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of distractions in college life. There's the party scene, there's going out to the bars. Dating is sometimes a huge distraction and a huge struggle for our college students. But I think that's the good news. Whenever they're struggling, that's the best thing, because they're trying to formulate their own way of life, their own opinions, and matching those up to their faith. And when that becomes their interest, they live their life in a whole different way.
We realized really quickly that this is a real wonderful parish for college kids to belong to. As things progressed, we felt like almost like it was sending our children to a Catholic college.
It became, kind of, they were looking forward to it. They were looking forward to going to college, going to CSU, and going to St. John the 23rd.
Especially in college, where a secular college where you don't get to experience Christ, St. John the 23rd was definitely a place where I was able to encounter Christ. And just looking back at my time at CSU, I can really see where my formation that happened there has really been a stepping stone for my formation taking place in the seminary. And so the type of priest that I'll be, God willing, in the future has definitely come from my time at Colorado State University and my involvement with St. John the 23rd Parish.
I'm the youngest. All three of my brothers had already been through CSU and Ram Catholic, and it was actually CJ who really introduced me when I was in high school. And so when I actually entered as a freshman, I already kind of felt right at home there. At St. John the 23rd, I was really given the opportunity to experience Christ through the people that I met and through those who I encountered there.
From the time that my oldest son went to college, maybe he was a year or two in, my job dramatically changed. And it became much, much busier and a lot more travel. It was easy to basically focus all my time on that. And it was great that our kids were coming back to us, basically, and that they were so strong in their faith that they helped their dad keep close to his faith during a real stressful period of time.
We are overflowing with gratitude to John the 23rd, because their presence on campus, at the CSU campus, and their ministries and the way they have reached out to students, definitely they gave our kids a place to belong and so many tools that they can take into their lives to help keep that faith and then passing it on to others as well.
One of my sons met his spouse, and then another son decided to become a priest. It's just been a huge blessing.
Right across the street from the church, there's a Planned Parenthood facility. And then, the other things too, that in the area that the church is, there's just bars. But I think the most beautiful thing is on Thursday nights, when we have our candlelight mass, they could be in any one of those bars, but they choose to be at the church. And we fill that church, they love it, and it's just really good to see that they're taking the better option.
One of the things that has really impressed me, Father Rocco is not afraid for that church to have a presence. Eucharistic processions on campus, Mass on the Commons. Be not afraid. He is not afraid. And I think that rubs off on the students. Definitely. They're not afraid to show their faith either.
We chose undeniable presence because that's what we want to be on campus. We want them to see the church and the beauty of the new church, and when they see it, they're inspired to want to know what's going on inside. We want it to be that thing that connects them to something that's bigger and greater than themselves. And that presence, when they look anywhere on that campus, they're going to look west and see the presence of the church. And my hope is that in that presence, they're going to be inspired to come and participate.
It's hard to imagine a more exciting project for us as architects to be invited into. There's such a joy and hopefulness about it. And then the scale of the project, is ambitious for any parish church. And we've worked with many, many parishes in the past, and it's kind of our primary mission is to serve the church and to help her to flourish. And this project is sort of a special instance of that in terms of the scale, in terms of the beauty that we are pursuing in this project, and to see all the good that's happening at St. John the 23rd. It's a real blessing.
This is just a huge endeavor. And I think it's just a great and wonderful way for all the Catholics of Northern Colorado and even beyond that, just to participate in something that's going to have such a great impact on the future. To invest in the students, to invest in campus ministry, and really to invest in the future of all of our churches in Colorado.